You got 38% more homes on the market than you did 12 months ago. So like a lot more options available, and I'm seeing deals still happen. You know, if you're willing to work a little bit and buy something that's a little bit tired cosmetically, you can make really good money on a turnaround with one of those properties. Yeah. I think if you own it, imagine you own it for a couple of years and the market continues to grow at 5 to 6% per year. That's like, you know, $60,000 worth of appreciation. And then you can add to that by doing some sweat equity in the house. Yeah. You know, you can make $100,000 in 2 years on a home if you buy now. So there's some really good things. You just have to afford the payment on the way, right? So that's the biggest challenge for people right now. But I just think there's some great opportunity out there with you know, 9,000 homes compared to like 5,500 last year that we had this time that we weren't seeing last year, and now we're seeing them. And sellers that are willing to pay concessions.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
They're being more competitive now.
60% of all homes that sold had sellers paid some concessions. So meaning sellers paying closing costs that are typically buyer closing costs for the buyer, so they can get the deal done or buy the rate down, or just save on cash at closing. So when you got that going on, I mean, that was never, ever happening. We lived through the pandemic, right? I mean, it was probably, I don't know what the number was, but it had to be less than 10% of homes transactions back then were actually, you saw sellers forking out cash to buyers. That just wasn't happening back then. So, I mean, sellers were trying to get out of deals because they knew the market had grown another 5% in the last 10 days. Yeah. Like, it was crazy. Yeah.
So with sellers then, what would the strategy be for sellers coming into the spring 2025 market?
Yeah, if you're a seller, it's never been more important to prep your home for sale properly. And
especially now.
Yes. And this is not a biased opinion.
Yeah.